others.
And guys, you got to remember, this all started, this strategy for Ericsson really was born out of a botched stop early in the race, put them slightly out of sequence. That allowed them to add a couple laps to one of their stints. That allowed them to be in the position to pit later and have no fuel concerns with the way these yellow fell. But now, Ericsson having to just have the most controlled drive of his life. The pressure from the two-time defending, three-time overall series champion, the championship leader, Alex Palou, and not forcing the issue with the two cars he's trying to put a lap down.
But what do we know about Alex Palou? If there is anyone in this series, if there is any one driver who knows how to look after his tires, who knows how to conserve fuel, eke it out and make a strategy work, it is this man, and not just this man, but Barry Wanzer, a strategist on the stand. This team, they have the experience, they have the pace. Critically this year, they have always had the execution.
Part of what they're doing is making Alex save enough fuel that he can, with 5 to go, turn it up and not have to hold it back.
Oh, and he makes the move! Palou on the inside of Marcus Ericsson. He chooses now with 14 to go.
I think Alex Palou realized I can save gas behind Ericsson, or I can just go pick off of Foster and DeFrancesco. That was a surprise move, as Barry Wanzer, the strategist, tells his driver, good job, way to surprise.
And now Malukas wants to go too. He doesn't want to hang around. He knows that he's on exactly the same strategy as Palou. If Palou goes, Malukas has to as well.
Palou just making a liar out of me, thinking he's going to...
That is just better than 4.3
so
finish.
There you go. There's still a fuel number that he has to hit. There isn't one for Ericsson.
No problem.
No problem, says Alex Palou. That's what you want to hear.
God, he's so calm on the radio. Just took the lead of the Indy 500 with 13 laps to go.
And I think Marcus Ericsson has to make adjustments, or had to make adjustments in his cockpit to recover, as we'll take a look of the pass from Palou once again.
Riding on board with him. It's late, but my goodness, it's bold.
I got to tell you, Ericsson's going to be so mad he left the door open on the inside. If you would force Palou to go around the outside, you heard how big he lifted.
Well, huge. Ericsson was thinking everything that we were saying up here, which is that Alex Palou needs to save fuel to get to the end. But again, it's the cars that are on the tail end of the lead lap, Foster and DeFrancesco, that provide the same service to Palou that Ericsson was. Question now is, can Ericsson respond?
It's almost unfortunate we've got these two cars doing battle in front. I would love to see a clean racetrack in front of Palou and let these guys just hammer it out. But Kevin, Marcus down to second, still in a good spot.
Marcus Ericsson has said nothing at all on the radio, seems very calm. Here's something, maybe doesn't work as well with the two cars out front pulling them along. He knows that Palou is in a little bit of fuel problem. Marcus has studied, strategized how to win that fight at the end of the race between two cars. Is there any chance he wants Palou to burn more fuel so he doesn't have enough to use at the end of the race and just save it for the end?
That would make sense, except for those two cars of DeFrancesco and Foster that, again, are providing the exact same benefit of the draft, and they are fast cars. DeFrancesco and Foster just did laps at 219 miles an hour, so that's all Palou needs right now. But we are shaping up for an amazing finish as everybody tries to game their positioning here for the last couple of laps. Don't rule out David Malukas. There's 10 to go. Don't rule out Pato O'Ward or Felix Rosenquist. They can absolutely factor down the stretch. Whoa, Malukas almost got into the wall off turn 2.
Malukas now has the look at Ericsson. It is a game of chess at 230 miles an hour. Palou leads from Ericsson and Malukas.
You can do the same thing to him he did to you. Good effort.
Ericsson closer than he's been. Tries to set it up. You've been studying You've been thinking about it. You've been practicing these moves during the practice days last week for just this scenario.
Here comes Palou, Ericsson.
How much will the cars of Foster and DeFrancesco factor as Alex Palou getting awfully close to the outside wall in the short shoot? David Malukas is the one, guys, that I see
Line him up. He'll get checked up one of these times, and we'll get him.
the most aggressive to try to close on Ericsson.
The radio calls coming thick and fast. The advice to their drivers.
James, it's almost like Palou is just controlling the air in front of him to leave himself room so that if Marcus Ericsson closes, he's got space to kind of move up and hold Ericsson back.
And you know where he learned that trick, Townsend? From Helio Castroneves in 2021 when he was sitting second. Castroneves was in front using lap traffic as a pick, as a tow to pull him along and stop Palou being able to get a run. He was devastated by that loss, but he said, I wasn't ready to win the race yet. I've learned from a four-time winner, and I think he is putting those lessons to great use, applying them on the racetrack right now.
Meanwhile, from Malukas, O'Ward, and Rosenquist, they'll start working furiously in the cockpit to make any adjustments. This is where you got to start getting aggressive. If you want to win the Indy 500, you are going to have to dance on the ragged edge of balance and handling to try to position yourself for the win.
Alex Palou, who has never won on an oval. Marcus Ericsson, who has won this great race.
Go ahead, pass him.
Who felt he could and should have had 2 wins at this great race. And now being told, Alex Palou, to make those moves.
That's good news. That means that Barry Wanzer and Chip Ganassi Racing know that Palou has the fuel now to go out and take fresh air head on and take the drag. The question is, can Palou actually get by?
Pass him.
Yeah, no problem, boss.
Easier said than done when your tires are that old. It is a tough thing to do in this dirty air, especially with 2 cars in front.
5 to go to the Advanced Auto
All the
Parts
fuel you need.
checkered
Burn all
flag.
the fuel you need.
And that's it. There's the call. Burn all the fuel you need. Let's go. We've got to fight.
All the fuel, but maybe no tires, James. Alex Palou now has 27 laps on his tires. They are right at the end of their life, and it means it's a handful in dirty air of those 2 cars in front. Alex's father, Ramon, watches on. I talked to him this morning about what his son would do to win an Indy 500. Would he risk everything on the final lap, or would he be methodical and surgical like he has for his 3 championships? His dad told me, we've had the conversation, we are aligned, Alex will go for it at all costs.
He's won championships, he's won plenty of races, but a 500 would mean so much more to the man from Spain as Ericsson is absolutely in his wheel tracks, trying to hunt him down.
Alex Palou doesn't feel pressure. Alex Palou is precise. He's methodical.
Let's get him.
He's been nigh on perfect this year.
And if he was able to talk to Foster and DeFrancesco, he would say, guys, please don't screw this up. Just drive the best 2.5 laps of your life in front of me so that I can draft off you to the finish.
What a drive from
2 to
Alex
go. Let's
Palou.
get the tools right and get after it. 2 to go.
2 to go for Palou. Ericsson, Malukas is still in with a shot. Pato O'Ward just behind them. It is going to take something exceptional, guys, to tear this away from Alex Palou. But if anyone can, you feel it's Ericsson with the day that he's had and the advantage his strategy gives him.
Nobody has been able to make any passes in the top 5 in these last 10 laps, really, except that surprise move from Palou when he jumped Ericsson. Other than that, in dirty air, it's been a real struggle.
But Ericsson's getting close through 4. They're coming to the white flag. Will it be a first-time winner in Palou, or will Ericsson get of redemption from 2023.
White flag is out for the driver from Barcelona, Spain. Alex Palou could be on for his first oval and his first Indy 500 as he comes off turn 2.
Little slide out of 2. He moves to break the toe from Marcus Ericsson. Ericsson has it all now in his hands. It is now or never for Marcus Ericsson. But Palou has the lead. Palou has the advantage. He told us coming into this weekend, if I don't win the Indy 500 in my career, it will be a career unfulfilled. He had, and the caution is out. Caution is out. Palou will win for validation, vindication for Alex Palou. He has won the Indianapolis 500.
That's fabulous.
I don't know, man. I know it really.
There can be no question mark now. Already seen as one of the greatest of his generation. The only question that existed was, could he win on an oval? Could he win on the biggest stage of all? He could, he can, he has, he is now, and must be considered in the pantheon of the all-time greats of this sport.
And you know what I love about this win for Alex Palou? Of course, it's his first oval, his first Indy 500, but he was able to do it in the way that has defined his 3 championships. Masterful precision, controlling the situation, studying, strategizing, and delivering when it mattered most. He never had to be bold and brave. He just had to do what he's done his whole career, and it paid off.
And you could see the emotion in his eyes. You could hear it in his voice.
You might take a victory lap.
Throws the gloves away. This generational talent, how is that for an image? And there is Barry Wanzer, the first over the wall with his father. And there is something fitting about the colors of his car, of his overalls, matching those of his national flag. The first Spaniard to ever win the Indianapolis 500. And a word for Marcus Ericsson, a valiant effort. The second Borg Warner can't be far away for him now. It was a brilliant race.
The look on his face tells you second means absolutely nothing at the Indy 500. The heartbreak is real. Only matched by the elation of this gentleman and this team. What a drive. What an accomplishment.